Hi beauty lovers, it's Tracy Partridge-Johnson back with another cosmetic application video for you. I'm kind of liking this format where I'm just talking over my application process. So here I am in my cloths. I've already got my foundation and my concealer on, and I've previously washed my face and moisturized, so I just wanted to start with those basics already taken care of. Here you'll see that I am applying a nice Avon liquid lip color. It's in a matte rose shade, and I will provide all of the details with colors and links down below when I'm done. This is one of Avon's stick blushes, and this one is also in kind of a burgundy shade. I love this. I know that I did a separate video for, a separate post about the comparison between Avon's stick cosmetics, cream stick cosmetics, and Boom cosmetics, which are much more expensive, the Boom sticks. So this is one of those that I was talking about in that post. And the thing I love about these is not only are they multi-purpose application, you can use them on your cheeks, you can also use them on your lips as lip color. You could probably even use them on your eyes if you wanted to, but this shade is a rose shade, and so I prefer to use it as the blush. Once in a while though, if I just feel like a quick touch up for some color on my lips, I will use this stick to just add a pop of color. And I'm wiping my fingers off on one of Avon's nice pre-moistened makeup removal towelettes there, which I absolutely can't live without. Here is here's a compact, an Avon compact, and I didn't think to get the fingerprints off of them before I started, so that's what I was doing there. This is a blush. I thought that this little fluffy brush might work better for the application than that other flat brush. So just applying this color, this nice springy rose color, coordinating color to the apples of my cheeks, my cheekbones, to kind of re-emphasize and blend in with the stick blush that I had used under my cheekbones to enhance my cheekbones and the hollows of my cheeks. I like to brush my blush up into my hairline, under my chin, and up around my forehead to give me just kind of a sun-kissed glow. So that's what I was doing there. Next, I'm using another compact makeup. This one is an eyeshadow quad, and these are in the mauve tones. Again, coordinating with my lip and cheek colors. I don't typically use the quad, but I thought this would be a nice one. I'm wearing gray today, so I thought that using the rose tones would be nice, coordinating shades to go with the gray. I'm using the lightest shade just under my brow bone, or on my brow bone, just under my eyebrow there, and I'm applying it with just my little finger. It's very easy to apply. You could also use a sponge applicator. These quads do come with a sponge applicator, a dual-ended sponge applicator with a more pointed end on one end and a rounded end on the other, but I like to use my little finger for this right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a brush. I'm trying to decide there, do I want to use the sponge applicator or would I prefer to use a brush? And I decided to go ahead and use a small-ish brush to apply the second shade in the quad, which is the next darker from the lightest shade, about a medium tone here. And I'm working it not only on the outer corner of my eyelid, but also in the crease, and then I like to blend on up and sweep it out to the corners, but I'll do that in a little bit more detail with the third color, which is the shade that I prefer to use for shading. And I'm just checking here. I'm sitting in front of a magnifying mirror that I have sitting on my desktop so that I can look into that as I'm doing my work here. I'm sorry for the narrow shot. I typically like to do the horizontal or the landscape shot, and I just forgot to do that when I set up my camera this morning. So please forgive that. And then I'm just doing the same thing on the other eye. Oops, there's a little hair there. I've got my fan blowing. That's one of the reasons I'm talking over it, is because of that sound, the fan sound in the background. Again, just sweeping this up a little bit to lift my eyelid. As we get older, our eyelids tend to droop a little bit, and I'm no exception to that rule. My eyelids are kind of drooping a little bit, so but I've always liked that look of just sweeping the darker shadow up towards my eyebrow on the edges there to lift my eyes. So that's what I'm doing here, just balancing the shade here. And now, I may have been talking over it. Did I go ahead and get the darker tone? I may have gone ahead. Yes, I believe I did go ahead and get the third shade at this point. And I'm carrying that up. So I've got the lightest shade just under my eyebrow on my brow bone, the next darker shade on the main portion of my eyelid, and then I'm doing most of the shading or highlighting in the crease and up towards my eyebrow with the third shade in the quad. And then I'm going to do something unusual here that I don't typically do with eyeshadow. I typically use a liquid eyeliner. I do normally prefer to use a brush, a slanted brush, to apply my eyeliner. I like to use a waterproof eyeliner because my eyes tend to tear, especially if there's wind blowing, and so I like to use a waterproof, non-smearing eyeliner usually, but I decided I would just use all of the colors in this quad here so that they coordinate for this video demonstration. So if you like to do that, you like to get use of all of the shades, this darkest purple in this mauve quad does a pretty good job, I think, of working as an eyeliner. Now, any of these tones, any of these shades can be used wet or dry, and I have frequently, if I want to use one of the eyeshadows for an eyeliner, I have frequently in the past used that same slanted brush and just tapped it into a bit of water and then dipped it in so that I'm using a wet version of the eyeshadow, and that's kind of a nice way to prevent it from flaking while you're applying it. As I'm remedying here, the powdered eyeshadow kind of flaked off of the brush while I was applying it, and so that's what I'm doing, is getting rid of the flakes that fell down off of my eyelid. So here I'm going to be lining the other eye, and I like to do, for me, I like to line my lower lid in about 2/3 of the way, or actually I guess that's more, it's not quite half, so I guess maybe it's closer to 1/3 of the way in from the outer corner to the inside corner, and then I do the full eyelash line on the upper lid, and I like to sweep it out at the corners again to just give my eyes a little bit of lift. So I do a little bit of that cat eye look for my eyeliner out on the, I extend out the corners that way. Not saying that I'm any kind of an exceptionally talented makeup artist. I do have fun with it. And I like playing with makeup. So here I'm trying to decide what I want to do next. I think I went ahead and chose the eyebrow treatment. I really kind of hate having to do my eyebrows, but they fade more now than they used to. And right now, actually, I just had those eyebrows dyed when I had my hair dyed about 2 weeks ago now, and they're already starting to fade. So I'm back to doing my brows, and I like this pot of color that I get from Avon. It's a paste, and so then I apply it with it comes with this dual-ended brush. One end is slanted for the application, which is what I'm using now, and then the other end is a round kind of mascara style brush that I use to brush it through to make it look more natural and not just a solid line. So as soon as I'm done applying the paste, and this one is in a blonde tone to kind of go with my coloring. I don't like my eyebrows to be real loud, but I do like them to stand out and just kind of frame my eyes. So there I'm brushing that paste through so that it gives more of a natural look to my brow. And on to the next. I like to blow off any excess of any powder, or even this paste tends to dry just a little bit and flake off, so I like to blow off the excess there so that it won't flake down onto my cheeks. So here I like to kind of use the edge, but use the flat side of that applicator to kind of just give me better full coverage for my brow shape there. And then I'm just filling that in. My eyebrows have gotten thinner over the years too. I've never had huge brushy eyebrows, but they are getting thinner over the years, so I like filling them in with something but still that looks natural and not overly made up. And Jeff doesn't really like the look of, you know, artificial brows either. We've had conversations about it. He just doesn't get it. This big, bold, fake eyebrow look that seems to be the trend. He likes it better too. So he loves me, whatever I do, but he does have opinions about a few things when I ask. So he won't normally just volunteer information or his opinion on that kind of thing, but if I ask him, he will tell me, and he likes it better when I look a little bit more natural too and not so artificially made up. Like I'm wearing a mask. I'm just finishing up there with brushing that one out. We're getting close to almost done here. All that's left is my mascara, and I'm using another brand that's not Avon because with our move and everything, I had to let go of quite a few of my different products before we left, and so I neglected to get a new Avon mascara, which I love, and I've got a new one on the way. So this is a competitor's brand that I'm using now, so I won't share anything about that, but I really, really do have to have mascara. If I was stranded on a desert island and I could only have a handful of products with me, mascara would be, you know, probably mascara and lip gloss would be my two must-have cosmetics because my eyes just don't look the same without mascara. So I take a few minutes here putting on 2 to 3 coats of mascara, and I feel fortunate. I am not into the whole fake eyelashes trend. I know that it's a big deal right now and a lot of women are wearing artificial eyelashes. I feel fortunate that I've been blessed with pretty long eyelashes naturally, and those don't seem to be thinning as I age really, and so I'm happy about that. They're still pretty full and pretty long, but mascara definitely makes a huge difference. And there are brands that are better than others, definitely, and I really love that Avon offers several different types of mascara, and I usually like to go for the waterproof mascara, but I also like to have mascara that's easy to remove and not flake all over the place. I tend to go to bed with my mascara on frequently, and so I prefer to wake up without having a mascara mess under my eyes. So this particular mascara I'm using, it's only like the second or third time I've used it, and it does flake when I get up in the morning. So I'm going to be happy to have my Avon mascara arrive again, and it's already shipped, so I'm just waiting for it to get here. I'll do another video when my Avon shipment arrives. I've ordered quite a bit of Avon products in the last week, and so I've got a couple of shipments on the way that I will happily share with you as soon as they arrive. So here I'm not as meticulous about my lower lashes as I am about my upper lashes, but I still like to do them. I actually had someone comment on my lashes when I was on an airline flight a few years ago, wanting to know if they were mine or not, and she even commented about how long my lower lashes were, which I thought was kind of fun, but I don't spend as long. I just want a little touch of color on my lower lashes there. Alright, so I think I've decided that I'm almost happy. Man, I'm an artist, and I can kind of do the same thing with my mascara as I do with my artwork. It's like, you know, the job is never done. So I could just keep on keeping on trying to get that mascara to look just right. This is a Crave lip gloss from Avon that I really love. Crave, they've got a whole selection of these lip glosses, and they're not flavored, but they come in fun fragrances, and this one is if I recall correctly, this one's a cucumber, which is kind of surprising because it's kind of a lilac color, lilac shade. So I've decided I'm happy with the way my makeup application looks after topping off with some lip gloss on top of my lip color. Now I'm not gonna bother brushing or anything. I'm just gonna kind of run my fingers through and be happy with the final outcome. So I hope you enjoyed this video demonstration of my makeup application, and I will be back soon with another demonstration for you. Until then, thanks so much for watching. Take good care.